Good morning. The time is 6:57 a.m. Same date, same time. Okay, here, I might as well say it for the document. The 10th August, right? Same fucking year. Sorry for cussing. I just got poisoned again with the same stuff. I'm buckled over out of nowhere. Pains like I'm breathing dissolvent chemical acid. That stuff just hit me again. This shit is miserable here. And then within 1 minute, I'm racing into Pee Poo. I Pee Poo. This is Pee Poo number 2. It's just gushing out of me. They're real lovely here. I can't make any more comments at all about anything that's happening in here, okay? For the public. Nope, can't say it. So all I can report is that I'm being hit and running back and forth, Pee Pooing my brains out. I'm sick of this. I can talk about how I feel about it. Okay, it does help. I feel like I'm like 60 years old, right? I feel, not physically, it's emotional. I feel like I look worse than I've ever looked in my life. I have bags under my eyes from water when you swell up from this poison is why my eyes are like bags. My face is all swollen. It's round, my face. You can't really see my chin line anymore. I'm like a face with a neck. And my neck, from the incredible hard work it takes here to do everything on your own by yourself with no help. I'm not putting this on the special ops. This is why they are mad, along with all the other things they do in here, like chemical gas and chemical manufacturing of this, what those are. I still don't want to talk about them because they'll come and try to arrest me for talking about what they do in here. They'll march right in, the police and the fire department. So along with that, one of the things is I had to survive just every day by myself running around in here. And I have these huge muscles on my shoulders like a guy, and I'm not too thrilled about it. It looks fine if you're a guy, but I'm a girly girl. If the world has even any memory of that, who I used to be when I owned a car. I had a brand new car. I used to shop at Macy's. I feel like it was so long ago. Why even talk about it? I am so sad about these things. I turned into some she-man, but it was called upon me and asked of me. And when I came in here, the special ops were so scared because they knew I was in a full-on terrorist cell. I was a rookie, full-on green rookie. I had never even witnessed a homicide or smelled a corpse. There was a neighbor when I was like 19 that overdosed on heroin in Seattle. This is stuff you talk about in the presence of another person. You talk about things like this that happen, It's not really prevalent or relevant to this. I smelled a freaking chopped up body, dude. I witnessed her. I witnessed the brutal assault and murder. It was terrible. It was so terrible. I just want to say this. She knew her killer. I witnessed it all. I witnessed her greet him. I was standing right below this stuff. I witnessed all of it. It was horrible. Trust me, Fire Department, Washington, D.C., and Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, I will never forget this. But keep coming here telling me that was cat litter I smelled. Keep coming here telling me it's a psychiatric call that you're making. Keep fucking coming in here. All right, so I can talk about how I feel. So the poisoning is making me feel emotionally just really dragged down. I look in the mirror and I look horrible. That's a guarantee you're going to. It affects my body, the constant pee-pooing, so on and so forth. Yeah, but it doesn't have a lethal effect. And I am just praising God. So I try to be positive and be like, okay, someday, Heidi, God's going to give you a different life than this. Hang on, man. You're going to get all that water retention out of you. You're going to lose this weight. because I got to lose some weight after being like this city, dude. This house, like, oh my God, right? So and where are you going to go when the house is filled up with corpses? The corpses are now all over the sidewalk in this. I'm going to plug my ears. In the sewer system. You can walk on the sidewalk where I put those X's, and on a bad day, it fills up the sidewalk, it fills up 15th, and it can go into the alley. It's war. I've witnessed this more than one time. But I'm not allowed to talk about what the Washington, D.C. population on the sidewalk with me is doing or anything I witnessed. I can't even talk about it. I'm supposed to just say I witnessed it, I was in it, as if there was no one on the sidewalk with me. And we know that's not reality. It was in the middle of the freaking day, in the middle of the morning. I can't allude or say how many times I witnessed it. I can't say because that's a prior statement from today. I just witnessed it the other day. It's right on the property line coming up from the sewer system on the sidewalk of S Street. It's fucking heinous. It's the exact same corpse stench as when you walk in. The exact same thing every time. You walk into 1509, it's coming up from my corridor. And then it's all in the house, the staircase, and yeah, so on and so forth. It's everywhere in here. It has now gone out into the streets. And then they got lawyers leaving little letters on my door. And fire department, endless fire department, endless U.S. federal agents, endless DCPD, endless. So I look in the mirror, I'm all swollen. I got these big she-man muscles on my shoulders. And I have this hunch in my neck. Which, I mean, all this is really, I'm complaining, I know. When you survive some serious chemical gas exposure, I should not be complaining. Because the hunch, it's like the hunch of Notre Dame, that can go away. You can work out, it's not scoliosis, it's just from muscle, from just things and stuff. I don't like it. I want my womanly body back. I want my face to not be swollen, and I would like a chin line back. My self-esteem. And then everywhere I go, even if I'm standing in my living room, I get stared down. Just what the F is that about? Like, I can't even look out my window without people on the sidewalk standing there staring me down. That guy gave me the Darth Vader stare. I have never seen this in my life. It wasn't a guy, he's a domestic terrorist, but I can't comment on him. And he got his chest all puffed out. He was furious. Stare down. That went on for a good 2 minutes. When it didn't fit, what was he thinking I was going to do? Run away? When that didn't work, they all moved to 1511 and did it from there. Yeah. So this has really beat me down. I can't talk about anything that's going on in this property, but if they come here, anyone that wants to come here with badges, handcuffs, all the city gear, or even weapons, they want to trip over cat food, flick cards in my room, say they're the police department. It's all going on. It's all going on Instagram. And they want to use that as the reason to arrest me because I'm filming them. These people are tyrants. That letter telling me I'm going to be arrested and sued and litigated in civil court. What is this about? For talking about terrorists? I can't make comments on that letter, but it's hard not to. It's astounding what fucking crap was taped to my door. I'm threatening agents. When have I ever threatened agents in here? No, it was all a lie. The fire department's coming in, huh? That woman's talking like she owns the house now. I know, just read the letter. I'm not allowed to talk about the letter. I absolutely have to get some self-control. And I can't take another picture of it with proper lighting. That letter that's on Facebook and on the internet is the only copy the world's going to see. Until I'm green lighted, it's okay to make a better photo with proper lighting, so on and so forth. I'm not allowed. It came in a big old big old Ziploc plastic bag. It was taped with twist ties to my door. I'll take a picture of the twist ties if I'm allowed. 2 little red twist ties. It was taped, twisted. Someone spent their time standing there on the porch. Because I tell you, I've been saying that when they come to the porch, even though this corridor is reeking with corpses and so is the sidewalk, Even though that's all going on, they stand there because they're so popular, they're so famous, they're so cool. I've seen it, I filmed it. It's really heinous. And I've witnessed it a million times, things and stuff. One time I came out of the basement. I'm not allowed to talk about my actions in here. And I came up from the basement door. Okay, when you look at videos that I have filmed of the two doors, there's one going up the stairs, the stoop, and there's one going down the stoop. That's the basement. That's where all of the criminal activity basically is predominant here. The heinous, violent terrorism. So I was in the basement, and I come up. I had the door open. I come up from the basement front door towards S Street, up the stoop, and as soon as I can't say what I witnessed. Never mind. Yeah, so I've witnessed a lot. I can say this to make sense here. I witnessed another civilian walking down the sidewalk, but I can't say anything about it, this individual. Nothing about this individual. I have witnessed it so many times, from no matter what door I'm coming out of, and how they behave, and evidence to what they're doing as they're on the sidewalk. They're walking through fucking stenches of dead bodies on the sidewalk. Yeah, you can just follow that stench right into these houses. 1507, 1509, 1511, where that kid was standing in front of. And I'm getting stared down by a neo-Nazi Aryan man with an Iranian woman. Yeah. Okay, so my emotional is it takes a toll. Everything smells like chemical dissolvent. I really can't talk about this terror cell. I'm not forbidden. There's action in here. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about anything I'm witnessing in here, except that I got hit with pee poo, poison again. All that pain in my pancreas is like the worst race. And now I'm fine. I'm chatting. So that's all I can say. Goodbye.